Greetings and salutations, weary travelers. I'm Brian Snowman Powers, together with my brother, Mr. St. Paul Peterson.
Hey, everybody, and we got an unbelievable show today. It's a special edition of Live from MMI, featuring my good buddy and MMI's good buddy, Jason Scheff, the lead singer for the band Chicago.
Man, that's fantastic. Well, I can't wait. The house band is all ready. I think, Brother Paul, you going to play a little bit too?
I will play a little bit, so let's get ready for Live from MMI.
From the campus of Minneapolis Media Institute in Edina, Minnesota, this is Live from MMI. Live from MMI is a collaborative effort with the students and staff from MMI and Minnesota's musical community, bringing education and musicianship together. This week on Live from MMI, Jason Scheff, the bass player and singer for the classic rock group Chicago. Your hosts, Brian Snowman Powers behind the board, and yours truly, St. Paul Peterson. Welcome to Live from MMI. Today and during upcoming episodes, you will get a behind-the-scenes look into how a song is recorded, arranged, and ultimately performed live to two-track. Jason Scheff is an American bassist, singer, and songwriter. Since 1985, he has been the bassist and singer for the veteran pop rock band Chicago. He is the oldest son of well-known session bassist Jerry Scheff, who toured for several years with Elvis Presley. In mid-1985, 23-year-old Jason joined Chicago when Peter Cetera departed the band to emphasize his solo career. He debuted on lead vocals on their 1986 single 25 or 6 to 4, a new version of the 1970 hit, and then followed up with lead vocals on the hit single Will You Still Love Me? Besides performing the band's classic material, Scheff has composed several original songs for the band, including their 1989 top 10 single, What Kind of Man Would I Be? Scheff also co-wrote the song Heart of Mine with Bobby Caldwell and Dennis McCotsky. The song became a big hit for Boz Scaggs in 1988. In 2005, Scheff and Chicago founding member Robert Lamb convinced the band to record Chicago 30, their first collection of new material since 1991's 21. Scheff also enlisted Rascal Flatts vocalist and bassist Jay DeMarcus to serve as producer for the new album, which was released on March 21st, 2006. Scheff co-wrote 7 of the 12 songs on that CD. Jason is currently working on an educational membership site geared at helping the next generation in all aspects of the music business. Jason is also on MMI's advisory board. If you'd like to contact him, go to www.jasonscheff.com.
Paul Peterson here with our good buddy Jason Scheff, the lead singer in Chicago. Thanks again for being here. Appreciate it, man. So we were talking a little bit about our students, a student here at MMI. What's your best advice to someone just getting in the business or someone going through schooling? What would you say to them? What's the most important thing for them to keep in mind?
Well, you know that over the last couple of years, it's weird, being that I've had a great gig and It continues that, and I've seen a lot of weird things happen over the last 27 years and going through the 90s and seeing where everything was really changing and into the early 2000s. And just being next to a lot of the tastemakers and gatekeepers of the old industry, which luckily they're being fleshed out.
Right.
But
that's a good thing.
I believe so.
All right.
There's a transitional period here where it's really tough to put food on the table. And as you know, it's funny, I tell people, my buddy Paul has got this incredible school, and they ask me to come be part of the panels and talk. And I'm saying, hey, I'm probably the last guy that you want there because I'm going to be pretty negative.
That's okay, though. It's a reality check.
But here's what's cool, is I've been thinking about this a lot. And who am I to rain on the parade of a young person who's got the dreams that I had?
Right.
It's still possible.
Absolutely.
And it was always tough. So who am I to go, oh man, I will say this. If you want to be a starving artist, meaning that's all you're going to do, you will. And so, okay, it's when I would highly recommend to have some type of supplemental, a day gig or whatever. Don't literally, because I think that I just don't think it's smart. I think you have to be more diverse. We talk about this, just entrepreneurial and looking for different opportunities and fun things, as we've been discussing, of how to feed the habit. But mainly, there are no new fundamentals of what it takes, I believe, for what we've all done before and what's going to happen in the future. Get with as many different people as you can. Learn your instruments or your craft or whatever, and work with a lot of different people. I said this the first time I was here too, because that's the problem I see of the last 20 years. Once the gear came in, that somebody's holed up at a station and that's all they know. They're awesome, they can mix, they can produce, but they can't talk to anybody. Like, hey man, can you, get with a person and collaborate with them, and then get with somebody else and collaborate with them, like we did. We played with a lot of different people. That's why we can get with these guys and go play a little later, and it just fits right in. We were talking on the bus the other day about casuals. I said, I miss
What's
that.
a casual?
Casual,
because these guys don't know.
A casual is usually a weekend gig that's a wedding or a bar mitzvah or something. It's like, what I loved about those was the idea that I was going to go work with a whole new crew of people. So the challenge, I swear I'm getting chills thinking about this, of going there and coming out the other end of it going, man.
Yeah.
And then making those connections. That's what happened in LA too, or New York.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole way people network.
That's right.
I mean, that has
Network.
changed. Networking. Yeah,
not a dirty word.
No, speak on that a little
I
bit.
used to hate that idea because I saw people that I thought were obnoxious with it, and they still are. But the idea of just make a friend, just reach out and connect with people and stay in touch with them. We got to do better about staying in touch with each other. Anyway, but that's really what it's about. And then the talent finds itself and it's nurtured. But that's it. Just stay involved with a lot of different people.
Right. And more with Jason Scheff right after this.
Greetings and welcome back to Live from MMI. I'm one of your hosts, of course, Brian Snowman Powers. Today here with some Snow's Tech Tips. And today I'm going to feature the amazing Royer 101 ribbon microphone. And behind me, helping me introduce this microphone, are some of our amazing student helpers. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, man. And this would not happen without these guys. So the Royer 101 is just an amazing little microphone. I'm using it today on the drum overheads. And what's cool about these Royer ribbon mics, the R series have what they call a patented offset ribbon transducer. So what that means is, toward the front of the microphone here, the ribbon is actually closer to the front, which allows it more room to move if impacted by a plosive or something of that nature. And so you can put it on louder sound sources than you normally could on other ribbon mics, which is really, really cool, right?
Definitely.
You can use this on electric guitars, horns, drums again, that kind of thing, and on vocals, it's amazing. So this particular little microphone, the front and the back sound different in the way that because the ribbon is actually up closer to the front, you can actually get closer to it without having a vast amount of proximity effect, which is super nice. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So you can get right up on it, which makes it great for guitar cabs. And also, if you turn it around, and because the ribbon is further away from the back side, you actually get a brighter sound, which is really good for vocals and acoustic guitar and that kind of thing. So it's very cool. It has a SPL rating of about 135 or so dB. And the frequency response is about 30 hertz to 15 kilohertz, which is just a great, overheads. It just warms up the cymbals and it's just yummy is the best word I can say for it. I'm a big fan of the Royer series in general, the 121, 122s, some of my favorite personal ribbon mics. And so here at MMI, we love them, we use them, and check them out if you haven't. And for me and all of our wonderful friends here live from MMI, we say stay tuned. We got great music coming your way.
Hey everybody, Paul Peterson here with our good buddy, lead singer with the group Chicago, Jason Scheff. Again, thanks for spending time with us today.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the importance of musicality with engineers and producers. How important do you think that is to be able to speak that language?
Well, when I walked to the microphone with David Foster and Humberto Gatica on Chicago 18, the fact that they were so musical was a trust level. That, and I've worked with some producers that know nothing about the musicality, and they may be great at what they do, but and Phil Ramone's another one. This guy knows music so well that it just brings another element out of it. So if you can have that to bring to the table, there's a trust level that the artist is going to, oh, this guy knows a bit more than just, hey, it just didn't feel right. Can you do something different? I don't know what I want yet, but I'll know when I hear it.
Right. That's always challenging. It's like, help me, throw me a bone here.
Right. Yet not going too far in the, I'm such an incredible musician that I'm going to intimidate you so much that, you're going to
You're talking basic knowledge, the language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it can't hurt. Yeah.
So to be able to know where the chorus is, a bar or 2 bars before the chorus, being able to have punch points and speak that language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Check out bar number 13 where the A flat, 7 is. Be able to go, I know where that is on the locate. So.
Right, and as a singer, especially engineers, really learn what the great pre-roll amount is.
What do you think it is?
I think it's probably about 4 bars.
Really?
Maybe 8. 8 bars. 8 bars leading in, because that's not too far. It all depends. If your tempo's 22, those 8 bars can be a long time.
That's true.
Right? But those types of things, because when you step up to the microphone and you're not having to think about it, it's like, oh great, I get to hear half the song before I come in and sing again.
Hey, speak a little bit, and I know we could speak for 20 minutes on this subject, but technology versus throwing all technology out and being musical and sitting around like we used to do and playing music. What are the pros and cons of each, do you think?
I think, well, if I were to start over again, which I do, and all of us do all the time, do the no technology at first. Get some type of, because that way you have something real that's if you can, some of the most brilliant, technical artists and DJs and stuff, it's not about that. So, and I appreciate that, I love it. But if you can play, get a collection of people together and get in and mix it up and then start adding the technology into it.
So instead of fixing it in the mix, fix it amongst each other as people having a conversation musically.
Here's another thing. I'm working on a membership site of my own that I really want to have some classes and teach what I believe, it's what's right for me. And one thing I'm going to be working on is the art of the mistake, and basically have an exercise of being really put feet to the fire, and you only get one chance, and then once there is a mistake, show how you turn that into something. Which Keith Olsen, great producer, I was doing some background vocals with him one time, and I remember I got to a part, and it was just me stacking it up, and all of a sudden I said, Keith, I need to fix that one note there, because I was really starting to get into the real nitpicking.
Yeah.
And I said, I need to fix that one note there, and he looked at me and just goes, Jason, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters, and I went, I love this guy, because then I went for another pass, and there it is. There's the chorus.
Sure.
That, unless it's hideously out of tune,
right?
That's what's missing. So it's like I want to demonstrate like a vocal extravaganza of, okay, this is a note that somebody would like purposely. And show it. Listen to the Queen records.
Yeah.
When you break that down, you hear the Elton stuff, all the back. I'm sorry, man. This is the whole.
That's the bottom.
Yeah.
We've got so much more to talk about. When you come back through town, will you come back and do this again?
Absolutely.
How do people look you up online? What's the website?
JasonScheff.com. JasonScheff.com.
I think it's time to go make some music.
Come on.
All right. We'll see you in a minute.
Mobile devices fundamentally change the way media is consumed. Now that we're all connected, more and more businesses need digital artists and media professionals to reach out to their customers visually. The way we communicate today is mobile. The mobile market offers job opportunities for local developers, game artists, and more. The opportunity to make your own app, your own album, your own game, to be your own boss. Become an MMI student today and put your future in your own hands.
Please welcome to Live from MMI, our very special guest, Jason Scheff.
There was a time when life was all I had. You had your world, I had just like me. Stranger things have happened as they were meant to be. Stranger things have happened between you and me. Stranger things have happened just like they always do. Stranger things than falling in love with you. Some call it fate, some call it destiny. All good things to those who wait. All that I know is that my heart had given up. And then you whispered to me, a stranger in a strange land, believe in love. Ooh, stranger things have happened as they were meant to be. Stranger things have happened between you and me. Stranger things have happened just like they always do. Stranger things than falling in love. The wheels were set in motion long before you and I. There are some things in life that will never be denied. Stranger things have happened as they were meant to be. Stranger things have happened between you and me. Stranger things have happened just like they always do. Stranger things than falling in love with you.
Yeah, man, we got that one. Way to go. Yeah.
Body slap.
We'll be right back with Jason Scheff.
Mobile devices fundamentally change the way media is consumed. Now that we're all connected, more and more businesses need digital artists and media professionals to reach out to their customers visually. The way we communicate today is mobile. The mobile market offers job opportunities for local developers, game artists, and more. The opportunity to make your own app, your own album, your own game, to be your own boss. Become an MMI student today and put your future in your own hands.
That's it for today on Live from MMI. I want to thank, of course, my co-host, Brian Snowman Powers. Great job in there. Let's thank our band, too, back on the drums, Jay Corcoran. On the keyboards, Corey Blanchard. Thank you, bro. On the guitar, Alex Rossi. And on background vocals, my sister, Patty Peterson. And our very, very, very special guest, Mr. Jason Scheff. Thanks so much for being here, man. JasonScheff.com. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
All right.
We'd also like to send a special shout out to Michael Richmond and Sam and JD and all the video crew. You guys are kicking butt over there. And thank you to the students. Let's give the students a great big hand, man. These guys did everything today, just like always, man. Thank you guys. And big shout out to Royer microphones, you guys.
Those are so good, man. I love those.
Absolutely amazing. They make you look good too. You know what I mean?
Good. Somebody has to help.
I'm saying. And thank you to the lab staff, Keith and Andy and Tommy. We couldn't do it without you.
Absolutely. Hey, with that, Jason, why don't you take us out with something, all right? Hey, we'll see you next time.
saddest of all keys. What do you get when you've got a guy who came up in the 70s, playing way too many notes? He's so funky and he wondered if he should scat.
Yes.
But no. On your mark, get ready. Party stop. Party stop.
Hot slam.
Party stop.
Hot slam.
Party stop. On your mark, get ready. Party stop. Party stop. Party stop. Party stop. On your mark, get ready. Party stop.
Is that it?
Why are you laughing? Party stop.
Just the bass and the drums.
Yeah. Let them take a bow.
Alex Roxy on the guitar. Come on, baby.
On your mark, get ready. Party stop.